Hey everybody, Lori here. I just want to go over our discussion topic, online learner and community success. First question, what is a successful online learner? And to me, in general, a successful online learner is somebody that is self-motivated, someone that is willing to just get in there, immerse themselves in the class and the technology, somebody that is willing to push themselves, because in reality, in an online class, no one is really there to hold your hand and say, hey, don't forget to come to class tomorrow, don't forget to turn in your assignments, don't forget to post, or to respond to your peers. It's all pretty much self-motivated, discipline, and you have to stay on top of yourself. You have to make sure that you are on the ball with yourself as far as getting your assignments in, also on responding to your peers and getting all of your work done on time. A successful online learner is someone with good management skills, time management. You pretty much gotta pace yourself. How much reading do I need to get done today so that I can be able to post to my discussion by the end of the week? Or how much of research do I need to get done? How many sources do I need to go through and read in order to have my project or my assignment submitted by the right time? Ultimately, I think an online learner needs to have good computer skills. They don't have to be a rocket scientist when it comes to computers and know the ins and outs and everything like that, but they need to know how to access a web browser and how to navigate Canvas. And someone with that is used to using computers and is able to get a whole the hang of it may have a better experience and may have easier or less difficulty getting into an online course and navigating the course. Okay, so what characteristics or skills do you possess that will make you successful in an online learning environment? For me, I love to print out calendars. My thing is just knowing everything before it's due. I have a thing for scheduling, and I color code my calendars, and to me, organization and printing out all my readings and making sure that everything is well organized gets me by and gets me to where I need to feel comfortable enough to know where my class is going and how I need to submit or when I need to submit. Another skill or thing I possess is just I have to have my end goal in mind, and for me that end goal can be getting through the semester, almost getting done. This semester in particular is my last semester, so for me graduation is my goal, and finishing this semester off with A's in my pocket is the goal that I have in mind for this semester. Another skill that I think is very, very crucial to have is good communication skills. In order to communicate to your instructor, to your peers, to yourself, just the whole basis of online learning is to learn how to communicate through other means. Because you're not talking to people, you are not face-to-face interacting with people, and you have to figure out other ways or other means of effectively being a competent communicator. So good communication skills are essential, I think, and I'm okay with my communication skills, or at least that's how I feel. And then last but not least, I am not intimidated by technology. I love technology. I embrace it. I go with it. It never works the way you want it. You know, there's always glitches, bumps in the road, but you know what? You kind of have to learn to go with it. And there's people and students that freak out and they freeze, and you know, it's the end of the world when their technology doesn't work. And for me, just being comfortable and learning how to maneuver it and figuring out other ways. Hey, if my internet goes down, you know, the Wi-Fi at my house, hey, I have my cell phone, I will use my hotspot to get online. You know, just different things that I have come across that make me a more well-rounded person with technology. I think that that's one of my best skills, is that I'm a really good friend of technology. Okay, so what skills or characteristics do you possess that challenge your ability to be successful in this and other online courses? And what might you do to meet and what might you do to mitigate those challenges? Okay, so for me, one of them is my time management. Sorry. Okay, so my time management is sometimes conflicting with my life. I think that it's difficult sometimes to get my homework done, my housework done, my work done. You know, it's just sometimes overwhelming, and to me, it's difficult juggling life, and sometimes I want to like just crash and burn. And so I think that that's one of the skills, or something that always stays with me, is that I struggle with my conflict. I struggle with my time management because I want to be there for my family. I want to be there, 100%. I have to be at work, and as well as being an awesome student. So that for me is in itself is something difficult. I'm always questioning myself. I don't know why, but I just sometimes I feel like, is this it? Is this my all? Am I saying it right? Am I typing it right? Am I communicating this right? Will people understand me? That's just one of my characteristics that cause challenges in my courses and in my life in general. And I think that that's something that I need to work on in order to be a little bit more successful as an online student and as an online instructor. Stress management. I think that this is pretty much just everybody has this in general, and I just wanted to bring that up because we all have this stress management. Sometimes we are great at it, sometimes we're not, and I think that I fluctuate depending on my courses, depending on my workload, depending on my home, and how much of one area requires of me. So I think that just this skill could probably be a little bit more enforced if I just maintain my organization and just keep at it, but hey, life happens, and sometimes you just can't go with it. You can't go with what your schedule and your itinerary say, and you have to go with the flow. And I think that that's when my roadblocks happen. And for me, roadblocks are when I hit a wall and I cannot get past it. And even though I know what I'm talking about, what I want to say, I've read the material, I'm comfortable with it, I just cannot get past the blank screen. And I know this probably happens to a lot of us, but I think that that's one of the issues that, online students have, is that they do not have someone there physically telling them, hey, what about, let's talk about this, let's collaborate about this, let's, push our minds together and, brainstorm and see what we come up with together. And, you can probably find somebody that, like a family member or, coworker, and talk about these things. But, some of us don't always have the luxury of having somebody there to just bounce ideas off. And so for me, just looking at that blank screen before I start writing a paper just completely shuts me down. So I think that that's one of the many characteristics that I have that I probably need to work on. But I think that being aware of these characteristics alleviates a little bit of that stress of, of having these challenges, and knowing that you have these and knowing what you need to do to advance, to get over them, to jump the hurdle, But I think that my roadblocks tend to really set me back a few steps. But I'm working on it, and I think that, we can all learn from this, and knowing that we have these issues or these minor setbacks in our skills, it only makes us that much more capable, because we know what we have and we know what we need to do to fix it. So, thank you.